But if you actually like take those components and bring them to life, like within interactive components, it makes a huge difference. There's a level of trust that is like exceptional, and also the fact that I can be free to explore as much solutions as possible, staying true to what I believe with regards to design, like putting humans first all the time. I just looked at some interactive components, right? Just playing around and seeing what we can do in Figma, what's possible just to optimize our prototyping. And the reason I wanted to just look into interactive components is just to enhance our prototypes within the team, how we present our work to clients. If we click on this, like having some cool animations to add. Also here, like a loadout option we can use. And then this is something cool that you can use to switch between light mode and dark mode. So yeah, all these are stuff that I like done purely in Figma using components and Figma's animations. And as you can see here for like Harvard States, obviously this would work in web mode, not necessarily on mobile. I mean, for us, we're able to see how certain components function. It also guides the devs on how certain components need to behave. Sometimes you might just quickly or briefly explain to a dev, this is what it needs to do, and they don't really get to see the vision if they're just looking at a flat image. But if you actually take those components and bring them to life within interactive components, it makes a huge difference for them to see what behavior you're trying to achieve with that. It's fairly quick and simple. There's a lot of guidelines, and hence I wanted to work on this. Everyone has access to it, all the designers, so that they can literally, if they come across like a similar solution, they can literally just copy and paste or just adapt the same component styles into whatever they're trying to achieve. So I love sneakers. I've got a lot of sneakers. I collect like exclusive sneakers. And the idea here was, let me see how I can, play around with the interactive components. I just came up with this concept of an app where you can like purchase exclusive sneakers globally, and also you can authenticate if they're legit or not. But the pure idea here was just to explore how I can use some of those interactive components I came up with. So like, for example, having these cards like swipes and stuff is pretty intense. It took me, I think, an hour just to figure out how it all works, but the template is there for anyone who needs to use it, because I know that there's a lot of instances where we will need to use something like this. Just having this kind of animation for the sneaker to like just pop up from the box. Surely we will come across like a project where we might want to use something similar to this. Some of the prototypes would give to like a developer to see how the behavior of certain components should work, and it should give them like an idea of what we're trying to achieve with those components. Because I mean, if you look at a JPEG of like screens, they wouldn't really get to see the interaction. Like, for example, if you see if this card in front goes out, it just pops up somewhere there at the back, like those kind of interactions. There's infinite possibilities with Figma. I mean, it just needs for you to know what it is that you're trying to achieve, and going through like the Figma community as well, asking a lot of questions about certain things and getting feedback from there. That's basically it.